Okay, so thanks everyone for tuning in to see me do this style. If you've watched any of my other YouTube videos, you know that I am the world's worst parter. So anyway, I've done the parting off the camera a little bit. So this here is where I'll be doing the long drawn out process. So anyway, that was parted. Now you're going to part it down the middle towards the front. After I get that part straight, I decide to pin that back part back so that I don't get confused, basically. So now I saw this done on somebody else's YouTube page and I just can't remember her name, so just thought I'd try something different with the mohawk. So first I'm going to do my favorite leave-in conditioner, that Garnier Fruritis. I'll put everything I use in the description box below. I put that on first. I want to keep my hair moisturized even when I don't plan on untwisting it. And I didn't show you the gel there, but that's the Eco Styler gel that I'm putting on. It just helps it smooth out. I've tried to do these without gel, and it just looks a hot mess. So anyway, again, I'm the world's worst parter, so yeah. It took me a while to get this, but I didn't think y'all wanted to see that part. So I am using elastic rubber bands. I know a lot of people don't like to use them. They do make ones that don't snag your hair. I forget who they're made by, but I think they're made by Goody. But I use the elastic ones. It doesn't really bother my hair at all. They have other ones where they don't really snag or anything. But I will say they don't hold very well. So I'm smoothing out the hair right there because you'll see later in the video I have to add it, split it and add it to another part. And if you don't smooth it out, you can't even tell that there's a pattern there. So anyway, continuing to part this second area, pretty much you're going to do it like the first one. No different. Adding gel to smooth it out, rubber band, brush it down. Not much different than the first one, so I'll let you see what I'm doing here. Okay, here comes the just a little up close part where you have to gather them together. So again, I'm gonna do the same thing on this part here. And if you follow me on Instagram, just a quick snippet since you can see my big huge bald spot. If you follow me on Instagram, which I'll put that in the description also, then you know about this bald spot that I have here. I've talked about it on my page quite often, but I'll make another video on that, and we'll talk about what I'm doing to try to resolve that. So anyway, gonna get my parts together, Lord Jesus. So this next one is going to show you, and I'll slow the video down a little bit to show you how I attach the bottom one to the third one. So it's the bottom one to the third one, and then it's going to be the second one to the first one. Does that make sense? Probably not, but here we go. So oh, I cannot part, Jesus. So here we go. We're going to take this one. We're going to gel it, put it all up like we did all the rest of them. I lost my clip. And I'll slow it down and let you see what I do to attach them. Here we go. So again, I'm going to take the bottom, bring it up, put it into the third one, and then just basically put the rubber band on it like I've done all the other ones. Well, what I did to the other two. And you basically, after you get this one together, you after you get this one together, all you're gonna do is repeat it by using the next one, that one there that I have my hand on. You'll use that one to go to the top one. So that's the top one. So now I am using that middle one, or the second one, to split in half and go to the top one. And that's basically it. And you create this little pattern. After that, I pretty much just put them all together. I do take that middle one that's all bunched up and wrap it around that top one again. It just makes for a smoother look. And then I usually put a rubber band on that end. I'm not really going to show you in detail this back part. This hairstyle actually took quite a while. I think it's because I've never done it, or it just might take a while. Some things just take long times, I guess. But I pretty much do the same thing in the back, repeat the same exact thing. I do that, and then I'll show you what they both look like together. And there's the finished product, both sides together. Once I do that, I do the other side, which took a little bit shorter time than this side because I think I was just learning. It's trial and error. So that's them both together. I didn't think they were too neat, but I guess so. I wasn't about to start over. So I'm going to did that side, and that side's done. And like I said, the second part, the other side actually was a lot shorter. I've parted my hair because I plan to flat twist, and it's just easier to flat twist forward if I part it down the middle and flat twist back. For my flat twist, again, I'm going to moisturize my hair with the conditioner that I always use, and then I'll show you and also put in my description box the cream that I used to do the flat twist. So I'll show you like one flat twist, I think, in this, and then I'll move on because I mean it's flat twist, and I do have a video, I think, a short one on here where I show you all how I flat twist. So it's the Blueberry Bliss Twist and Shout Cream. It's very moisturizing. It keeps your hair very, very moisturized. So I'm going to pin this out the way. I cannot hold on to these these things. So anyway, I am going to smooth this in. Yep, and a little bit of Eco Styler gel, not very much. And then I just flat twist it down all the way. And as you can see, I go under, up and under, all the way down. And I kind of twist my hand when I do it too. Don't know why. But when I get to the end of my hair, I always in flat twist twirl it. That is the little corkscrew look that you see once I take them down. So I basically will flat twist this all the way across. Nothing different to either flat twist that I do. They're just all the way across. That's it. Okay, so that's all of them finished. No different. They're all twisted the same. Now I'm going to show you just on this side because I do this side and the other side the exact same way. I was trying to figure out what in the heck am I going to do with all this hair on the top. So I decided why not flat twist it going forward and, you know, use a hairpin and try to add it to the front part of the hair. Just kind of blend it in with the twists that are already flats in my head. So again, I have to go ahead and smooth these out. All I'm doing here is adding basically the same thing that I added to the twist that I did, the flat twist that I did in the front. So I'm going to twist both of these sections together towards the front so that when I take them down, they will blend in with the other flat twists that are already there. So that's basically all I'm doing. I did put a little bit more water on them because they had frizzed a little bit. So when you see me using the brush, I put some water on the end of the brush. So, and I'm basically gonna flat twist these together pretty much. And I'll twirl the end of these also, of this one also, just so that it's uniform with the other ones. Okay, now we're gonna start in the back. I pretty much just flat twist down the back of my hair, straight back and down, and twist it the same way that I do the front. You'll see when I show you the end results of what I've done that I do like in the middle of my head, it's shorter. My hair is shorter. I'm actually going to do a video on some of the parts of my hair that I hate. But anyway, the middle of my crown is shorter than the rest of my hair. It's the shortest part. So again, I'm just putting the exact same thing I put on the front in the back, smoothing it out, and then basically just flat twisting it down. Like I said, the middle part I separate. So in the middle, you'll see at the end when I show you the end results of the flat twist in the back, that I'll have 2 flat twists, one on the top, one on the bottom. Because I find that because it's short in the middle, when you try to run that flat twist together, it ends up becoming very frizzy at the short part, if that makes any sense. If you have a short part of your hair, you probably notice that if you ever flat twist. An advice for the flat twisting, I've said it several times, is that when you first start to flat twist, make sure that you do not watch yourself do it. It's just so much easier when you're not paying attention and you're looking away from the mirror. Now, of course, I look at myself now just because I flat twist for so long. So it's easy for me. But when I was learning, I noticed that looking in the mirror, I would always mess up. So, and I twirl the end in the back also. That gives it the little corkscrew type look. And that's the total thing done. And as you can see right there in the middle, there's a top one and a bottom one. That's just to eliminate some of the frizz back there on the shorter part of my hair. And that's it. Now, this hairstyle probably took me 45 minutes, almost to an hour. Don't think it would take me that long. So I slept on it. Now, this is the next morning. As you can see, significant amount of shrinkage. But I kind of wanted shrinkage so that I could actually wear it forward and I could see. But let me say this. When I went to bed that night, I did not wrap my hair up. I find wrapping flat twist up make them really flat and take away from the twist that you've done. So I pretty much just slept on it on a silk pillowcase. I put the Jamaican black castor oil on my fingers and just pretty much unraveled each twist. Some people, when they unravel their twist, they have to do a lot of fluffing. I don't know if it's the way that I unravel it or what, but they pretty much separate themselves. So I'll unravel all the ones on the top to include the 2 that I did on the side. And that's pretty much it there. I'm just going to unravel that one also. Let's speed this up because that's pretty boring. Y'all know what unraveling twists are. So we'll speed this up, get them all unraveled. As you can see, I have pinned with a hairpin there so that it would remain facing forward while I was asleep. I did replace that hairpin and put it back in just to leave it there, but that was to make sure that what I had done over there would remain that way and in my sleep would not flip towards the back section of my hair because it would defeat the purpose. So again, that's the other side. I'll unravel that side. And then you'll get to see the front of it, the complete look in the front. Okay, so there's the finished product. I pretty much unraveled the back the same way I did the front. Didn't think y'all really wanted to see me unraveling all my twist, but that's the finished product. If you look in the picture later, I decided that separation did not look all that great. So what I did was ended up using my pick once I got to work and kind of fluffing the middle to remove all that separation. Because to me, it didn't give me the like Frohawk look that I wanted. I don't know, it just didn't look like a Frohawk until I fluffed the middle to remove that gap there. But that's the finished product. So like I said, when I got to work, I fluffed the middle, and as you can see, it looks like the Frohawk I was going for. So I really like this style. I'm pretty sure I'll do it again in this way, and probably do a little bit more tweaking to make it look different later on. But thank you for watching, and please comment, rate, subscribe, and if you do not follow me on Instagram, please do. Curly_V13.